Hello and a very warm welcome to our June Toddler service. Now please do remember the craft at the end after the goodbye song and the notices right at the very end of the service. So I'd like you to sit back, relax and enjoy this June Toddler service.
Welcome, welcome, we're glad that you have come. Welcome, welcome from each and every one. Welcome, welcome, we're glad that you belong. Welcome, welcome from each and every one.
I have a magic bag. I wonder what's inside. Shall we take a peek at the surprise? It's quite heavy today. Let's have a look and see what I've got in here. I have a bottle and it's got water inside. Wonder what water is being used for today, but I'm going to have a drink. A nice bit of water, keeping you hydrated in the summer. That's lovely. I'm going to pop the water there. Let's see if we can see it. I have a magic bag. I wonder what's inside. Shall we take a peek at the surprise? Let's have a look. Oh, this is exciting. I have a boat. This is a sailing boat. But this is a boat. Interesting. Let's bring it there. I have a magic bag. I wonder what's inside. Should we take a peek at the surprise? Let's have a look. Oh, I have some praying hands. I know we have a prayer, but I wonder if in the story you can work out who else prays. Let's pop that down. So in our magic bag, I have some water. I have a boat and praying hands.
A story when Jesus walked on the water. One day, Jesus had spent a very busy day talking, healing, and feeding a crowd of 5,000. Jesus' friends, the disciples, were needing to go across to the other side of the lake. Jesus said to his disciples, "Go on ahead of me while I dismiss the crowd. I will catch you up." The disciples went while Jesus dismissed the crowd. Now Jesus, rather than heading towards his friends, the disciples, he decided to go up to the mountain to pray. Now, Jesus often went off alone to pray, and often up mountains or into gardens. On this occasion, it was a mountain. The wind on the lake had got up. The disciples were a long way from the shore and began to struggle. The wind made rowing very difficult. To stop the sails ripping in the strong wind, they had to be pulled down. Later that night, Jesus was still there, on the mountainside alone. He waited until dawn, when the sun started to rise, and then he went to the lake. Jesus went out to the boat. He walked on the water towards the disciples. They were terrified at first. They all thought they had seen a ghost. Jesus saw their terrified faces and said, "Don't worry, it is I." Peter then said, "Lord, if it is you, please tell me to come towards you." Jesus said, "Peter, come to me." Peter got out of the boat, started walking on the water, then became scared of the wind. He took his eyes off Jesus for just a second, and then he began to sink. Peter then shouted, "Lord, save me!" Jesus held out his hand and caught Peter. Jesus then said, "You of little faith, why do you doubt?" Jesus helped Peter back into the boat. Jesus climbed in too, and the wind died down. The disciples finally made their journey to the other side of the lake.
He's got the whole world in his hand. 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 He's got you and me, brother, in his hand. He's got you and me, brother, in his hand. He's got you and me, brother, in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got you and me, sister, in his hand. He's got you and me, sister, in his hand. He's got you and me, sister, in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the little tiny baby in his hand. He's got the little tiny baby in his hand. He's got the little tiny baby in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got everybody here in his hand. He's got everybody here in his hand. He's got everybody here in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hand.
Let's get ready for our prayer. Shake, shake, shake. Hands on knees. Bow our heads. Dear God, thank you that you are always with us and help us with all those things we find difficult. Amen.
Goodbye, goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We thank you, Lord, for everyone. Goodbye, we'll see you soon. Goodbye, goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We thank you, Lord, for everyone. Goodbye, we'll see you soon. The time has come for us to go. We thank you, Lord, for being here to praise your name, to learn of you, to be with friends and close to you. Goodbye, goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We thank you, Lord, for everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We thank you, Lord, for everyone. Goodbye, we'll see you soon. This is our prayer as we go home. Please keep us safe in all we do. Please be with us at home and school. We thank you, Lord, for loving us. Goodbye, goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We thank you, Lord, for everyone. Goodbye, we'll see you soon. Goodbye, goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We thank you, Lord, for everyone. Goodbye, we'll see you soon.
Today we're going to make a picture of Jesus walking on water. So you'll need a piece of paper. I'm using watercolour paints, but you can use felt tip pens if you like. If you're using watercolour paints, you will need to let the paper dry before you actually get Jesus walking on the water. You need a template of a person, some felt tip pens, and a lollipop stick with a little bit of tape. So what we're going to do first is do our background. If I can open my paint pot. So, because we're walking on water, I'm going to do blue. Hopefully, just nice wet blue all over. I'm going to wait for my C to dry, and I'm going to colour in Jesus. And do some hair. Got lots of different colours. I think I might just use pencil and just shade this a little bit. There is Jesus. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop the lollipop stick onto the back with a bit of tape. Like that. There again. Now, once your paper is dry, you need to ask a grown-up to just cut a line somewhere in the middle, not quite in the middle. And then what we're going to do, say like that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to pop our person underneath. Like that. You can hide, and wow, you have a person walking on water. So here we have Jesus walking on the water. How amazing is that? And if you'd like to, you could add a boat, and you could do the same thing with the boat and put your lollipop stick on the back.